Module 7. Creative and Critical Thinking in a Group. Creative thinking and critical thinking are both important skills that can enhance the effectiveness of small groups in communication. In the context of small group communication, creative thinking can help groups generate new solutions to problems or come up with fresh ideas for projects. It can also help groups approach issues from different angles and think outside of the box. Creative thinking is the ability to generate new and innovative ideas. It is a critical component of problem solving, which involves two components, creative and critical thinking. While critical thinking involves evaluating and analyzing information to make reasoned judgments and decisions, creative thinking encourages the use of hunch, intuition, insight, and fantasy to promote creativity. Group creativity is also an essential aspect of creative thinking. When groups come together to solve problems or generate new ideas, they can benefit from the collective intelligence and creativity of the group. This requires the use of both divergent and convergent thinking, which involves generating a wide range of ideas and then refining them to identify the best solutions. Creative groups are also diverse, which means they bring together people from different backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences. This diversity can help to promote creativity by bringing together a range of ideas and approaches to problem solving. One popular myth about creativity is that creativity is a mysterious process that cannot be learned. However, this is not true. To enhance creative potential, creative groups structure their discussions in a way that promotes openness, collaboration, and idea sharing. This includes establishing a positive group climate that encourages risk-taking, experimentation, and innovation. Finally, a group's creativity is impacted by the environment in which it operates. Factors such as physical space, organizational culture, and social norms can all influence a group's creativity. To foster creativity, it's essential to create an environment that supports experimentation, risk-taking, and innovation and encourages individuals to think outside the box. Enhancing group creativity. Enhancing group creativity is an essential aspect of effective group communication. Creative thinking can help groups generate innovative ideas, solve complex problems, and make better decisions. There are several ways to foster creativity in a group setting, including brainstorming, electronic brainstorming, synectics, and mind mapping. Brainstorming is a popular method of generating ideas in a group setting. It involves developing rules for the brainstorming session, such as presenting a problem to the group and allowing members to generate solutions without criticism. All suggestions are recorded to encourage free-flowing creativity, and ideas are evaluated at different meetings to refine them. Electronic brainstorming is a newer method that uses technology to promote creativity. It involves using specialized software that allows group members to share their ideas anonymously, preventing individuals from censoring themselves. Electronic brainstorming can help groups generate more ideas in less time and create a more inclusive environment. Synectics is another method that stimulates creative thinking by using metaphors. It involves asking group members to change their perspective, look for comparisons from another field, or suspend reality and use fantasy to generate ideas. This method can help groups break out of linear thought patterns and come up with new and innovative ideas. Mind mapping is a method that jolts group members out of linear thought patterns by visually representing ideas. It involves the facilitator placing a word at the center of a paper and group members adding phrases, ideas, or concepts they associate with the original word. The final map looks like the branches of a tree and can help groups identify connections between ideas and generate new ones. What makes thinking critical? Critical thinking is a fundamental aspect of problem solving that involves analyzing and evaluating information to make informed decisions. It requires the use of evidence and logical arguments to evaluate the validity of claims and identify the best solutions to problems. Critical thinking involves several key factors, including the use of evidence. Critical thinkers rely on evidence to support their claims and make informed decisions. They use relevant data, facts, and information to evaluate the validity of claims and identify the best solutions to problems. The use of logical arguments. Critical thinkers use logical reasoning to evaluate the strength of arguments and identify potential flaws in reasoning. They use structured and systematic approaches to evaluate complex problems and make informed decisions. Analyzing a problem thoroughly. Critical thinkers analyze problems thoroughly by examining all relevant information, identifying potential biases, and evaluating the validity of claims. They ask questions and challenge assumptions to identify underlying problems and potential solutions. Enhancing critical thinking in a group. Enhancing critical thinking in a group is crucial for effective problem-solving and decision-making. It requires members to have an open-minded attitude and engage in a systematic process of gathering, evaluating, and checking information for errors in reasoning. The following factors can help enhance critical thinking in a group. Attitude. The most important technique to enhance critical thinking is attitude. Members should be open-minded and willing to consider new information even if it contradicts previous beliefs. Skeptical individuals should ask probing questions and think for themselves. Critical thinking is an active process of testing information, and members should be willing to engage in this process. Organizing ideas. Groups must organize ideas to think critically about their problems. This requires members to gather information, evaluate information, check for errors in reasoning, and avoid groupthink. Gathering information. Members should assess needs, collect resources, and use direct observation, reading, the internet, electronic databases, interviews, and other sources to gather information. Evaluating information. Members should determine the meaning of what is being said, distinguish fact, opinion, and inference, identify and clarify ambiguous terms, determine source credibility, and assess the accuracy of information. Checking for errors in reasoning. Members should avoid fallacies, which are mistakes in reasoning, such as overgeneralizing, personal attacks, confusing causal relationships, either-or thinking, and incomplete comparisons. Avoid stinking thinking. Stinking thinking refers to negative or unhelpful thoughts that can arise during a group creative process and hinder progress or the development of new ideas. Not being open to new ideas is an example of stinking thinking. Avoiding groupthink. Groupthink is a failure to critically think and leads to flawed decisions. Symptoms of groupthink include overestimation of power, closed-mindedness, and pressure to conform. To prevent groupthink, members should kick the problem around, establish norms of critical evaluation, and prevent insulation, and leaders should not state preferences.